This show is brought to you by Safety FM.
Hi listeners, this is Brent Sutton, one of the authors of the Practice of Learning Teams. Welcome today. Today we're going to be exploring the 5 principles of learning team. And with me today is Glynis McCarthy and Brent Robinson. So let's hear from Brent Robinson first.
I see learning teams as a great way to capture knowledge within the organisation and for the individual within the organisation. And Lean provides some great tools to help us do that. And that's why I'm excited to be talking to you guys today.
Thanks, Brent. And I'd like to introduce Glynis McCarthy.
Okay. Hi, listeners. My name is Glynis McCarthy. Learning teams really resonate with me because they really align with adult learning beliefs. In learning teams, I see that there's an inherent opportunity to enhance worker learning. I also see that there's an opportunity to support a positive learning culture. Learning teams provides a dual opportunity for both workers and the organisation to learn from successful everyday work.
Thanks, Glynis, for that. And once again, my name's Brent. And basically, for me, a learning team is notable because it encourages organisations to obtain and consider those different perspectives and angles from an organisational. And we've come up with this word called functional diversity. And for me, a learning team is about getting those different views, those shared views, and letting other people see it through the other person's eyes. Those different perspectives that emerge from a learning group then demonstrate that no one person holds all the knowledge that's needed to solve complex problems. And in today's session, we're going to be exploring those 5 core principles of learning team. And principle 1 is understanding that work is imagined and work is done. There's context. 2, that groups outperform individuals in problem identification and problem solving. 3, that workers have the best knowledge and understanding of the problem. 4, that the more effort we put into understanding the problem, the better the solution outcomes. And finally, that group problem identification, solving, and reflection, which Todd calls soak time, drives learning and improvement. So listeners, please join us over the next 5 podcasts where we explore in more depth each of those 5 core principles of a learning team. Thank you, listeners, for being part of this podcast. We'd love to hear your learnings from today or other topics you would like us to support you on. Go to www.podcastlearnings.com and be part of the community practice of learning teams at www.learningteamscommunity.com.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.